Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back for another episode of HunterTuned. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day myself. You know, some days they're just not as good as other days. And you gotta remember that it's only temporary. And just keep powering through, I guess. Sometimes life sucks. Sometimes life's awesome. But anyways, today I'm actually going to be picking up injectors from A21 Bravo's place. And I'll cut to the little clip that I took at his house right now. Well, I made a pit stop here at A21 Bravo's place again. He actually flowed a bunch of injectors for me. You guys should go check out the video that he did. He actually flowed, I don't even know how many injectors I had. Did you count them?
I think it was over 40.
40 injectors.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, so big shout out to him. So I got a set of injectors for my CRX that I can put in, and I'll show you guys how to do the LS injector in a CRX, or in a Honda for that matter. And then I have a set of matching flowed injectors for my Chev Stangleberry.
Yeah, so we did 29 of the regular and then 12 of the flex fuel.
Yeah, I sent them a whole bunch of different injectors. Be sure to go check out the video. I'll probably link it somewhere in the description or up here maybe. So yeah.
Then we just got them all numbered, so I'm going to give him the sheets, and then he can do whatever he wants he goes.
Yep. I got to get some more clips, though. I think I'm going to have to go to the junkyard tomorrow and pick up some injector clips, because these are the only ones I have, and I only have like 3 of them. So definitely need some more of those. But yeah, I really like how he got a whole flow sheet here of each individual injector, so I know what one can be matched with what one, and etc. So hopefully I'll be able to make some sets for you guys, and yeah. And now after I got the injectors, it's the next day now, and I realized I didn't have any clips like the electrical connections that go onto the injectors. So I'm actually making a pit stop at the junkyard to pick up some of these electrical connectors for these injectors. That way I have some, and I can wire them into my CRX, and or have the extra clips so you guys can buy them from me. I do have a few sets I may be selling, and I can go into more detail with that later, but for now I need to go pick up some clips, so let's head into the junkyard. Alright, we are in the junkyard. So I just found this, what is this, a Tahoe? Yeah, it's a Gen 3, you know, 00 to probably 02 or something like that, Tahoe, and it has the normal truck injectors, and when I say normal I mean like the, you know, 99 to 02 I think style. So I just got some clips off of this one, and now I'm going to be looking down the rows, and shouldn't take too long, and I should be able to find some more, just because these things are everywhere out here. But yeah, it definitely is a little bit cold out, but you know, we're toughing through it. Here's another one with the same style injector clip, so probably yank these ones off next. Alright guys, trying to stay warm out here. But I did find an 03 Tahoe or Suburban. I don't know exactly what it is. But this is an 03, and it has the flex fuel injectors. So I'm thinking 03 might have been the split year for when they changed over to the you know, newer style injectors. So I'm going to take the clips off of this one, and we should be good to go. And then I'll have quite a bit of extras, you know, in case if I sell any of these injectors or whatever the case may be. So I just got my injector clips. I got a pile of them. So yeah, they only cost me $5, which is pretty cool. And yeah, now I should be able to have all the injector clips I need for at least a little while. And I guess we'll see how this whole injector thing takes off, and if I sell a lot of them or if I don't sell a lot of them will determine how much more effort I put into this. But you know, this is going to be kind of my trial run to see how many of you guys actually want to buy some, and kind of show you how to install them. So now I'm actually heading back home, and I'm going to install these into the CRX and show you what it takes to put them in. Alright guys, so I'm back here in the garage. I got the heater going, so sorry if you guys can't hear me as well. But we are going to be putting these decapped injectors into my CRX to kind of demonstrate how to do it. So First, to start off, you want to take off the mounting bolts on the fuel rail. There's usually either 3 or 2 of them. Mainly on a B series, there's 3. And you take those bolts out, and then the fuel rail will lift up, like so. And then you'll have to take off the electrical connectors on the injectors, and then, you know, pop the injectors out. So we're going to do that right now. Alright, so now I got the fuel injectors out of the motor, and I got them here. This is one of the ones that came out of the Honda, and then this is the Decapped truck injector that I'm going to be putting in. So as you can see, there is a height difference. The Decapped truck injector is shorter, so you have to space the fuel rail accordingly. Now this can differ on different setups. Some fuel rails might need different spacing than other fuel rails. But for the most part, you're going to have 3 studs that come out of the intake manifold here, here, and here. And you can do a couple different ways of doing this. You can actually take these studs out and set them, you know, in the garbage, and then just get a bolt and then space it accordingly with the bolt. Or you can get a, you know, a stud, full-length stud, so you can crush it down as far as it needs to go. Now, I think in my application here, I think I'm just going to have to take these spacers that I currently have on the fuel rail, take these out, and that'll allow the fuel rail to smush down far enough to make connection with the smaller injectors. Now, another thing here is the O-rings are also different on these injectors. This is the factory, like, LS style injector O-ring, and then this is the factory Honda one. And hopefully you guys can see, but this is quite a bit fatter of an O-ring compared to this one. So you actually can't use these O-rings. You'll have to either source O-rings, which I may include with a set, or you'll have to actually just take these off and maybe see if you can utilize them onto here. But the last time I did this, I actually had to take 2 Honda O-rings and put them onto the top of the Decapped LS injector for it to actually work. Now, as for the bottom side, any like O-ring that is around this size that fits around just the bottom part of the truck injector will go right into the grommet on the bottom side. So into the intake on this side. That fits nice and snug, just like so. Alright guys, so I figured I would show you the O-ring situation on the injectors that I'm doing currently. Now, if you have a set of stock Honda injectors, like a bunch of them laying around, you can just take the stock Honda top injector ring and double it up for the top. That's what I did. It's got 2 O-rings on the top, and these are both like factory Honda injector top O-ring size. And then the bottom is just a looser fit O-ring that is a little bit larger that fits inside of the grommet on the bottom. Now, you also can use these ones from Harbor Freight. These ones seem to work just fine and they don't leak or nothing. But make sure you use 2 O-rings and not just one, because the LS has a lot bigger O-ring area compared to like a Honda or, you know, DSM or something like that. So now I'm going to be installing these and making sure nothing leaks. Another thing too is always make sure that you put grease on the O-rings. If you do not put grease on the O-rings, you can actually risk the O-ring from tearing when you install it. So it's always a good idea to put a bunch of grease on the O-rings and whatnot. I feel like it helps it seal a lot better. So let's get these suckers in. Alright guys, so I just got the injectors installed and they're looking pretty. The only issue is so far with the LSV oil line, it does hit the fuel cap right here and it smushes on the line a little bit, but it's not terrible and it's not kinking the flow. So I think it'll be okay. But that is one issue that people may run into if they run this style truck injector. If you ran the flex fuel injectors, I don't think you'd have this issue at all. But you know, it's really only concerned for LSV or B20 VTEC cars, and honestly could be easily accommodated for if you get like a 45-degree fitting or something, like off of this guy. But, you know, I'm just working with what I got. Everything's tight, nothing's leaking. You know, I tried 2 different O-rings. I tried factory Civic O-rings on this side, and then these are the Harbor Freight. These are Harbor Freight O-rings over here, and no leaks. Now, I've used the Harbor Freight O-rings with great success in the past on doing this. So, I don't know, I feel like they're okay for fuel. Some people say they're not, but I think the Harbor Freight O-rings work just fine. So now, I'm just going to wire up all the electrical connectors, the pigtails for the truck injectors, and match them to the existing wiring harness that is on the car. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll have to load a base map of some sort into it to get it to actually run. That's another thing too, is when you get these injectors, they are going to require tuning, obviously, because they are way bigger than stock. I can include base maps and street tuning and remote tuning for these injectors if you do decide to purchase any. I mean, I can help you out every step of the way. So yeah, let's get these things wired up. Hey guys, it is a few days later now, and I had some issues the other night and I couldn't finish this project because the injector spacing was just a little bit too short for this fuel rail combo. So I guess the only solution for this issue, I really think this is only on the B series. On the single cam, you can lower the rail a lot more without having to do this modification. But what you could do is you could just get the extended top hats for these, which bring them up, you know, about to the factory injector length. Or what you can do is you can grind down the manifold right here where the rail sits just a little bit. It doesn't need much, but I'm going to be grinding this down just a little so the rail can sit just that much lower, and then using bolts to bolt everything down. Now on the single cam, the manifold is already spaced up a lot with the factory bolt. And on single cams, this is a lot easier because, like I said, the rail can actually go down a lot farther without you having to grind the intake manifold or get top hats for the injectors. Like I said, top hats is an option, or grinding down the manifold just a little bit. You can always space it back up to factory length, but, you know, whatever. Also, another issue that I was running into that I did not like, that you did see already, is that the oil line for the LS VTEC was hitting on the, you know, the fuel feed fitting right here. That was hitting that line, so I'm actually going to change that up, and I'm going to get a fitting that comes off of there at a 90 or a 45 or something, so this doesn't interfere with the banjo nut. Because, like I said, that was actually limiting how far the rail could go down as well. So just some stuff to look into for you guys if you guys have, you know, this kind of motor setup and you're looking to do this kind of style injector. These are just some things I'm running into. But yeah, I'd gladly help anybody out if they're trying to do this. So yeah, I've done a few of them now, so trying to work out the bugs and what is really needed to make these injectors work. So yeah, I'm going to run to the store, pick up a few things, and we'll come back and hopefully get this project finished up. So I got everything buttoned up now, and the injectors, after shaving down a little bit on the intake there, like I said, you can either get extended top hats for these, or you can just shave it down a little bit. On some B series manifolds it requires it. D series, like I said, should be pretty much plug and play. I had an issue with my LS VTEC line, so I actually just put a 45 on here, so the line doesn't interfere with the fuel fitting now. So I got that all sorted out. The hose is kinked a little bit, but it's still good. Yeah, so whatever. That should be all good. I got it all wired up, and now I actually went in to Chrome. Come on, computer. Oh, you gotta love the Honda beeper. Shut up. Okay, so on Chrome here. Sorry, I don't have the screen capture set up right now, but you guys can figure it out. It's not too hard. Hide. I don't care. Okay. So on the injector, on the injector size right here, it gives you a bunch of options. This is Chrome Gold, by the way. I switched to Gold on this car. But on Chrome Gold here, you can go to like fuel corrections, general fuel corrections, and then I just use the RC 750s. 12 ohm. Make sure you don't use the 3 ohm. It runs like crap on 3 ohm. I already tried it. But the 12 ohm seems to run it pretty good. RC 750 here. Otherwise, on normal Chrome, you'd have to go to like the plugins or tools, fuel multiplier, and advanced tables. And the fuel multiplier, you'd have to type in what size it was, and then under the advanced tables, you'd have to go to the injector battery offset here and click, you know, whatever injector it is. In this case, the RC 750s seem to run these Decapped truck injectors pretty good. It is a little rich with this setting, so I'm thinking that these injectors are more of a like a 800 or 850 cc injector. And yeah, the flex fuel ones that I did on my buddy's car, they're more of like 1,000 to 1,200 cc injector. And these ones, like I said, are between a 750 and probably an 850. But as you can see here, I'm going to fire this thing up quick. Oop. I honestly didn't make any other changes to the fuel map other than I told it had RC 750s. And then I think I might have pulled 10% or 15% out of the map. And I mean, can you see it through the mint? Mint, mint, mint. Yeah, dialed. Dog pile chicken smile. It honestly runs like factory. You can listen to hear how smooth this thing is. Listen how smooth that engine is. Just butter. Butter. Mint. No leaks. Everything's running real good. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, if it was helpful for you guys, give it a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. And if you guys are interested in buying a set of these injectors from me, my email is in the description. You can contact me there, or Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. I don't check my Instagram all that much, so Facebook or Snapchat or email would be best. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.